In administration and safeguarding, we basically are looking at efficiency. It's achieve the most with the least effort. So we have these tools that have rules to identify what types of rules should be applied to what type of content. Images may have an easier set of rules than full documents. Full documents or even text should be sent to the legal department, so they might actually be part of the flow. The image might only have to go to the marketing department or another executive. In content deployment and presentation, the emphasis is on effectiveness. It's presenting the content so that it's attractive to the visitors. We have the right content in the right locations, allows them to navigate everything easily, leads them to the desired actions. Again, I may not need legal involved in this because they've already approved the content. They don't care how it's delivered. They just wanted to make sure that legally there's no liability. So because this phase actually can determine the success of a firm's e-commerce effort, it's best to design a website beginning with this phase. You will have some mock-ups, or it will occur in parallel such that we have an understanding for what the system is going to look like, and then the content will then fill in behind it. Today, most websites need certain features to attract and keep visitors. Two of them are personalization and localization. A lot of content management systems will allow people to log in, and like on a website, and when they log in, they can manipulate the content they want in a certain way. So figure if you go to, say, a newspaper, like New York Times or something, and they have some personalization, you may want on the front page the lifestyle or even the financial stuff as opposed to the sports section. That is all about localization and personalization, things that are more relevant to you. Based on your login ID and based on the criteria that you've set up, the content management system will know what to display to you and when based on those preferences. Another form of content management, and it's the final one that we'll talk about, is a blog. And just in short, a blog is nothing short of a web blog. And this is why I have you guys posting on our student blog, is so that you get used to kind of what these postings are and commenting on them. They're a very good source of data. They're also a good way to throw information out. And the two are WordPress and Blogger down there as good examples. In a sense, these are managing content. They are a form or a basic form of content management. So very powerful tools. Viacom uses, I think they believe they have around 200 WordPress sites that are actually running various brands. So it's very easy to set up a site using these tools and managing the content appropriately. Where that runs into a problem is sharing the content between the individual sites. They can't really do that with that type of content. They need other tools that will allow them to do that. So some forward-thinking companies have recognized that these blogs can be used for crisis management. Employees also need to be careful because they could get into trouble by blogging things that they shouldn't blog. And so it does pose opportunities and challenges for organizations. Blogs can be used both internally and external to the organization, and they may have a benefit, and they may also have some problems associated with it as well. So, in conclusion, the job of managing information resources is widening. The scope is widening, but the challenges are increasing because individual departments are also taking responsibility for their own information. And that's a key, is because the IS department is going to have to build the infrastructure and work with the business to ensure that the information is managed appropriately. The internet and internet technologies help because it gives them an easy way to place and store and transport information. But now, because of that, we have so much information available to us that it's a problem. And the cost of managing these tools also vary. WordPress is very cheap to do. Joomla is another type of open source, but they can range into the $100,000 or $200,000 or even more to actually manage and do properly. So IS departments really need to understand the costs and complexity of doing this.